Hi folks, Denny back at you here again. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been pretty well sick for the last couple weeks. Didn't go get checked and I think I should have. I think I have coronavirus, but it's going away now. I'm getting better, so. But anyways, today I wanted to bring you a little different kind of video today. Usually I talk to you and do videos on minor repairs on cars. Today's a little different. Today I want to show you a car that I bought. Oh, excuse me. I didn't really pay hardly anything for the car. It was in kind of rough shape when I got it about 2 months ago. And I should have took video of it when I got it and as I repaired it, but I didn't. I just wanted to get it done. So, like I said, I wasn't feeling too good, so I just did it. But I know there's going to be a lot of debate. Oh, excuse me there. Some people like them, some people hate them. You either like them or you hate them. To me, I've always liked them because to me they're the poor man's Cadillac. They ride good, it drives good, no rattles, no clangs, no clings. It's a good little running car. And that car is a 1989 Plymouth Reliant K car. Now, that being said, they never really were worth much money. They were just a car that you get in, you go driving around. When they hit 100,000 miles, maybe 150, they were junk. They were gone. People put them in the junkyard, and 99.9% of them is all crushed and gone. This one here, like I said, I picked up pretty much for nothing. Now, to give you a little background on it, the car was originally from Miami, Florida. That's where it was bought new by a gentleman, and he had it up until 2001, I think it was. And he ended up selling it or trading it or however got it ended up coming up to Osterburg, Pennsylvania. The gentleman from Osterburg, Pennsylvania owned it. He owned it for clean up till about 2009. And oh, I'm sorry, excuse me again. And then that light's shining in here, so we're gonna do it this way. He ended up till 2009, and then he sold it to a lady and gentleman out the road here from me, pretty about 3 miles up the road. They got it in 2009, and they drove it, and the wife, she didn't have a license, so she couldn't drive, so the husband drove it up till 2011. Well, then in 2011, I guess he had some major health problems and he couldn't drive no more, so they parked it. And it's at from 2011 clean up to and including 2021. Where a gentleman up the road from me, he bought it. And he bought it for pretty much nothing. Well, I guess he got enough to get it running. He put brake lines on it, all new brake lines, from sitting all that long. You figure since 2011, it's at 10 years. He put brake lines on it. He put a master cylinder on it. He put pickup coil, plugs, wires, cap, and rotor. Got it running. The car was white. It had rust on it. Rust spots. Nothing major, just surface rust. Well, I don't know if he didn't know how to do the body work or he just wanted to get it on the road or whatever. But anyways, he ended up taking a grinder and just grinding down the paint, down into the bare metal, and then just spray bombed over it. And from the stripe down, he painted flat black, and from the stripe up, he painted white, all with spray bombs. And that's how I bought it. Now, I got it. I've done quite a bit of work to it. I've put a timing belt in it. I've put rear shocks on it. I've put rear brakes on it. I've put a valve cover gasket on it. I've painted it. I had to fix one little section of the frame from where the car was sitting in the garage. The roof leaked and a little puddle underneath formed. And of course, there's unibodies. So I cut a section of floor out. Used 3x3 stainless steel tubing, cut that piece of the uniframe out, welded a new one in, and welded the floor down on top. Took me about 3 days. Put the rugs, scrubbed the interior, put it all back together. I've put the dome light didn't work, so I fixed the dome light. The third brake light didn't work, so I had to fix it. One of the tail lights didn't work, I had to fix it. I had to put 4 new tires on it, which all in all cost me right around $400 for everything. The tires were $200, the paint was $100, and I didn't paint it the original color because the paint that I got at a really good price. It's old style acrylic enamel. I usually paint with base coat, clear coat, but I got a very good deal on a gallon of this, so I bought it. And I figured it's an old car, who cares if the color's changed on it, ain't gonna make a difference in it anyways. But and I did a little bit of adjusting on the fuel injection bowl. Cleaned the fuel injector in it, cleaned the throttle body in it because it wasn't running too good when I got it. Put a new fuel filter on it. Just your basic maintenance to get it up and running. There's a few other things I put in it. I just can't remember right offhand right now what they were, but I've done it. And that being said, and when the guy painted it, he painted over the door handles. They were painted white. The door locks were painted white. The antenna was painted white. Everything was painted white. So I had to get all that off with lacquer thinner, but I got it. I got it all cleaned off. And now I'm going to show you what I found in the car, what come with the car. I found some goodies with it, okay? And here is one of them. The original book for the original stereo. Now, the original stereo is not in it. When I got it, it was in it, but it unfortunately did not work. So I sent it out to a company out in California to have it fixed, and they said it would cost more than the radio's worth. So I just put my own radio in it, a CD player, which ain't no big deal because, like I said, this ain't like it's a Chrysler 600, a New Yorker, or Fifth Avenue, or something in mint condition. So it's just my car to beat around and to save gas from running my pickup 24/7. Next I found in it is right here, the original, as you can see, Plymouth Reliant book. 89 Plymouth Reliant. The original book to come with the car was still in the glove box. That also came with it. And it has all the service records, everything in that, where it was kept up to service, which I also did that. As soon as I got it, I changed the oil and transmission fluid because the guy who owned it never did that. And that's a no-no. That's the first thing you do before you make sure it runs, shut it off, and change the oil. So I changed the oil and the transmission fluid, got them changed. Oh, and I had to put a driver's side front axle in it because both boots were ripped. The inner boot was $40 and the outer boot was $30, which was $70. And for $8 more, I got a whole complete and brand new axle. So I just threw a whole brand new driver's side axle in it. And then there's another paper there, which I'm going to skip till last. And then here is a book on the new passenger car and truck models. If I come in close, you can see it says, if it'll focus, and it's not going to focus, under truck models, it says excluding New Yorker, Landau, and Fifth Avenue. This is all the warranty information book. That was in it. And over here we have all the service records from when it was new, clean up to 2009 or 11 when it was parked. And then from there, of course, there is no service records until that guy bought it. And the great thing I found is when I fixed the floor or the section of frame rail, which the rest of the car will be gone and the frame rail will still be there, I had to take out the back seat, which I scrubbed the seats and the rug, cleaned them up. This is what I found under the back seat. The original build sheet to the car from 1989. It's in rough shape, all discolored, but it was there. The original build sheet to the car, which is pretty unbelievable, which tells me either nobody ever took that back seat out, or they just never seen it. Okay. Now, that being said, like I said, I didn't take video or pictures of it when I first got it, and I should have. But I'm going to show you on my phone here. I took video camera or pictures of it. That's when I had it all masked off, ready to paint. As you can see, it's kind of hard to focus in on. But from the stripe down was black, which I sanded down and painted white. And it's kind of almost impossible to see there. You can almost possibly see it. There we go. There we go. Got it focused in. Not completely, but And one last photo of it. Now, that's what it looked like when I was getting ready to spray it, okay? Now, granted, there is no dings in this body, no dents in this body. It was perfectly straight as an arrow. The only thing that was wrong with it, give me 1 second here, I apologize, that's my nephew texting me. The only thing that was wrong with this car as far as body-wise was on the driver's side back fender lip, right at the very edge of the fender lip, there was 2 little rust spots about the size of a dime. That is it. Other than that, the body was perfectly straight. Now, I painted it, like I said, I painted it a different color, which is black. And the stripes on it were originally black, and I painted them silver. And I'm just going to give you a tour of the car now that it's done. And here is the car as it is done. Now, I still got to change the back tires. I changed the front tires. I got the 2 new tires sitting here. I just haven't got around to them. I've been too sick. But, he had paint. He painted all the chrome stripping around these windows. They were all painted white, which I got all off with Neverdol and a scuff pad. Same with the doors. Now, like I said, I didn't do a perfect bodywork job because it was like thousands upon thousands of marks where he took grinder where there was surface rust, ground it down with a steel grinder, and then just spray bombed it. So I had to sand all the paint down, putty up all the grind marks, and then reprimer it, which took like 3 weeks of solid work. And it just got to the point where the car ain't worth it, so I just painted it as it is. And it's a old acrylic enamel paint. It's old school paint, but it turned out, I think, pretty nice. And there's the door, and of course the chrome around the door. Like I said again, it was all white.